Ninja. So welcome to the cold Sunday morning winter here in Kansas. So today we're going to start a fire. We're going to go ahead, collect some firewood. We're going to get a fire started. Then we're going to heat up some water. Basically, we're going to use snow for our water. And this is based on a concept of a mixture between camping and survivalism. Camping being that we're going to use a tea kettle that I use for outdoors to melt snow, to boil water for purification purposes. So here we go. Stay tuned. Okay, what we're doing is we're just going to come over and collect some branches to get our fire started. We're kind of limited on how much firewood we have right now. We'll get this, take this with us. This stuff is cold. It's really cold out here. We're gonna go ahead and get this by our fire pit. We'll get the fire pit prepared. Okay, we're going to prepare our fire pit. We're going to clear out, create a clean area. We're going to adjust our bricks a little bit here. There we go. Okay, like I said, it's really cold out here. What we're going to do is we're going to build our fire. We're using our grate, and we're using this incredible teapot. This thing is amazing, and it's very durable. And we're going to build the fire underneath it. We're going to use snow for our water source. Okay, we used the Duraflame Fire Start to help get our first initial fire. Basically what that's doing is heating up and drying out the cold frozen branches. And this wood's pretty dry anyway, so we shouldn't have too many problems getting it started. Like I said, you'll notice I have plenty of wood here to get this started. I've got my water kettle off to the side, and we're going to let this get going, get a good fire before we even put the kettle onto the fire. Fire is growing a little bit. Put a little bit more wood on there. Like I said, it just takes a little bit of time. Be patient. Don't drown your fire out by putting too much on at once. Remember, it needs oxygen to burn. So let that wood get ignited, and then gradually add more wood to your fire. Okay, we've got the water kettle on, fire underneath. We already have some snow in the water kettle. I can't say enough good things about this particular water kettle. I'll do a review on it later in a different video. But basically what we're doing is we're going to let the snow melt. It actually comes with a lid too that goes on it. Right now we're just going to keep it open. And as the snow melts into the water, we'll just use our little scoop and we'll just keep adding more snow into it. So it may take a little bit of time for the fire to get hot enough, but this is basically how we're starting. We already got our wood set off to the side. We've got our kettle, we've got snow, and I use a little measuring cup just to be able to keep adding snow into the kettle. You know, they say that snow water is clean, but I would still let it boil for at least 3 minutes, just in case there's any impurities. You just don't know for sure. So I think it's safe to say to just go ahead and boil it like you normally do with any other water that's not coming from home or from a sealed bottle. You'll notice that we're starting to get steam coming from the inside of the kettle. That's what we want. We're seeing it starting to melt, and we're just going to keep adding more and more snow. We want to boil as much water as possible, so we want to get this as filled up as possible, so we're going to have to keep adding snow. Okay, I think you can see in there that it's actually melting and there's water in there now. Just to get that amount, it took a lot of scoops of snow. Snow is mostly air, so you're going to have to scoop a lot of snow to get enough water for consumption or for cooking. The fire is still burning. I've had to add wood. It's not a raging inferno by any means, but we are actually getting the snow to melt and actually turn into water. The thing that you need to be aware of is when you're using snow, sometimes you're going to get some sediment and, you know, different kinds of things inside the water. Don't freak out about it. Just boil your water. And the other thing I would caution you is don't drink cold water when you're outdoors in the wintertime, because that's going to cool off your core body temperature. Warm water is what you want to drink. I know we all like drinking cold stuff, but in this type of situation, you want to drink warm water. So we're not going to add any more snow. We're just going to go ahead and let this boil. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on and let that boil, and we should get a indicator by our little boiling siren, is what I call it. You can actually start hearing the water boiling inside of the pot. Once it starts boiling, you'll start seeing more steam come out of this port here. Yeah, you'll notice there's really steam starting to come out. Just a little bit. Alright, so the water's definitely heated up. We're not going to wait for it to boil. It's pretty cold out here, but I think you get the point. You get the idea. We can heat water up. If I built the fire larger, I could have heated this up and boiled it a lot quicker. I don't really want to build a big fire out here this morning. But basically, here you go. This is... Be careful, because it could be hot. So basically, we've created water from snow. And there you have it. Using the water kettle to melt snow, heat up your water. This could be used for drinking, it could be used for cooking. Again, even with snow, I recommend that you boil the water at a rapid boil for at least 3 minutes. Some people don't do that, that's okay. But that's just what I'm comfortable with. So this is the Gray Bearded Ninja. Hopefully this gave you some ideas for your outdoor adventures and survival.